All right. So before I start this demo, it's important to mention that this is an admin view with full permissions, and regular planners won't see some parts of this demo. So the first thing I'm gonna focus on are these filters. So these are built around your analytics, and your analytics are different ways of slicing and dicing the budget. So these are used for filtering the budget lines. These are core to the product as a concept, but they may be different depending on your needs. So this is completely customizable. Nothing is hard-coded. I'm going to demo filtering using this, but before that, let's create some budget lines. So typically we transform actual data from the previous year into planned budget lines for the coming year, so you don't have to start from scratch. So I'm going to add a new line here. So I'm going to do a very simple example. Office lease expenses, then admin division, and US North as location. And over here, I'm going to give this budget line a name. If you have a particular naming scheme for your budget lines, you can apply it here. This field is searchable. Then I can start entry data like so, very similar to a spreadsheet. But then we also have our entry assistant with some operation functions. So I'm just going to click here to open entry assistant window. In this demo org, we have these 4 modes installed, but this is customizable. We can set up anything else for you. I'm going to go for divide evenly mode, and I'm going to type in base amount and hit save. If I want to, I can override these numbers as well. Okay, so I'm just going to hit save and close it up. We can also do data editing right here on the page. Just going to click here. So there's no need for you to open every single line, make some changes, save, close, and open another one. So you're not losing the sense of data entry efficiency with this product. Just make sure to hit save. Okay, so now let's open this budget line. And let's say that I like this combination of analytics that I use here, which is Office, List, Admin, and US North. And I know I'm gonna have to do a lot of budget entries using this particular set of analytics. I can actually save this and replay it. So I'm gonna add combination. I'm gonna give it a name, Office, Admin. Oops. Okay, so I saved it. So now if I come back here and add another line, I can find that saved analytic combination and apply it. Office, List, Admin, US North. There you go. So this is just a time saver for us. Okay. This time I'm gonna go for repeat evenly mode. So I'm going to show you a third way how to make this super easy. I'm just going to clone already existing budget line. I'm going to click clone, get the confirmation screen here. And I'm actually going to make one little change to this budget line. I'm going to send this to you as South. Okay. So I've talked about these a little bit earlier. Now let's just get into a very simple demonstration of filters. So let's say I only want to see US South data. So in division 2, which is for regions, I'm going to select US South and hit apply filter. There you go. So this is very simple, but hugely powerful because imagine you might have your budget with hundreds or thousands of lines, and you can view the data and get down to whatever set of analytics you want through these filters very quickly. Like in this case, we got down to US South budget lines. So I'm going to do reset. And I want to show off our text filter as well. So I'm going to start typing office. Yep, so we have 3 budget lines that have office in the name. Now let's do reset. So from here, I'm going to move to formula lines and allocations. Similar to before, I'm going to add a new line. Let's select marketing, expense, division, formula. Now I'm going to click add custom formula. So the first thing I need to do is to set up the formula. So I'm going to go to formula builder. I'm going to do a very simple example here, which is price times quantity calculation. So now just to speak a little bit what is driving these numbers. So the system supports administratable data catalogs. And in this particular case, we have a fiscal year sensitive data catalog of airfare prices, but we can have them for travel, we can have them for hotel prices, for catering, basically for anything. So again, formula itself is just price times quantity. So I'm going to hit save. So now instead of period by period data entry overall numbers, we're going to enter a head count. So let's say we have event in April with 25 attendees, and now we have another event in December with 50 attendees. So in this case, the system will calculate it for us. Again, I'm going to hit save. From here, let's move to allocations. So typically, an allocation is used when you have, for example, some line item, either an expense charge or revenue that you want to subdivide across a series of sub-analytics. Again, I'm going to add a new line. Marketing expense. I'm going to leave location blank for now. I'm going to give this budget line a name, allocation. I'm going to hit allocate button and confirm. So here we have a general line at the top. So I'm going to go ahead and enter a top line number first. And I'm going to click allocate. So now we have 2 sublines below it. I'm going to send a little bit to US South and US North. 30% here and 70% here. And here on the right side, I can see the total for each subline. So I'm just going to hit save. Right? So in this view, which is our default view, it's called before allocation. We're going to see the unallocated amount and actually got put it into other region because I didn't specify when I was creating top line. So now if I switch to after allocation mode, I'm going to see the allocated lines themselves. So here's line number 1, and here's line number 2, US South. So this icon indicates that this is a part of allocation, and this icon indicates that there is a formula. Okay. From here, let's move to reporting and dashboards. So this is profit and loss for 2025. We have kind of standard income statement format, which is actual versus budget with some variance in here. And if I scroll all the way to the right, you do have our totals on the screen. And this is directly exportable to Excel with formatting. And I want to show you that you can get drilled down into the actuals. So in this case, this instance is integrated with accounting sheet. So I'm just going to double click over here. the amounts, get a drill down. So this helps you to get the idea where the numbers are coming from. So this is a budget line, and these are transactions. And if I click on the name, I will be redirected to check more information about the transaction. Or I can click over here, which is budget line. Then you can also have as many configurations for your report as needed, and it's very easy to adjust them on the fly. You just select something, deselect another thing. And from here, let's move to dashboards. So this is just a sample dashboard that we have here. So we are capable of integrating with CRM analytics. You can also edit it